Brains McLeod. Gav, thanks for coming on, my friend.
I honestly, I genuinely wanted to come on and have my stale moment and much fun. But you get away with it,
Sim. After a 4-1 win. Come on, boys.
Sim gets away with it, but I don't think I'm going to get away with it, am I, Sim?
Harry, you absolute moron. You've had this coming a while, Barry. You've had this coming a while. Sonny rubbed his nuts all over your chin today, my friend.
Okay.
He's been bashing Sonny on the reg for weeks and weeks on end. Come on.
All right, let's see what he does on Wednesday night.
Give Sonny some props.
I'll give him some props for 2 assists, but is that not what he's paid to do, Sim? Is that what he's paid to do?
Barry, it's not just the assist, it's the feet, it's the movement, it's the speed, all of which you said were gone. You said he was gone.
It's Ipswich, brains. It's Ipswich, mate. Get some perspective. It's not Real Madrid. He hasn't done that in the Bernabeu, has he?
Tell me this, Barry. When was the last time you ever seen Emerson Royale do anything good?
Okay, cool. Anything good? Well, he lifted a trophy a few weeks ago. And Milan are also losing since Carl Walker's there. So, anyway.
Spurs and Milan's worst signing ever.
Yes, I'm in the mud. Yes, I've been bashing Sonny, but it's only Ipswich. I want him to do it again. I'll give him his dues. Today, Sonny was the Sonny of old. Let's see more of it.
Gav, what did you think of the the overall performance and what you saw today?
After that first 5 minutes, I was like, here we go again. Like, we honestly, we could have been 3-0 down, and it was just they got their feet, and you can understand it because obviously, like, Danzel comes in. 1 minute he's got Davies, next minute he's got Gray. It's you can get that it's defense is all about partnership, so it's obviously going to be a little bit of a chaos, and I feel like he ended up showing his class, and he is a good defender. I think he's a great signing. I think he's potentially even better than Romero. I don't rate Romero, but I think Romero loses his head every time he plays. But Danzo did cause that goal. Like, he did absolutely just fluff on the ball, and then he just lay there. He didn't get back to his feet, and he just lay there. And where did the ball get cut back to? Right where his position is. So they should never have got that goal. They should have got maybe 3 goals, but they should never have got that goal. And but other than that, he came back in the game, and he actually showed a bit of mentality. I like the way he tries to break the lines, and he makes himself available for the 1-2 backwards inside. Like, he's a really good player. I thought Bergvall was superb today. I think Bergvall, for me, like, just from everything I've seen, not just like where he was before, he's a better footballer than Kulusevski. Like, Kulusevski is a guy who has moments, and Kulusevski's got a killer shot. He's got a beautiful shot on him. But over all the time that you'll watch him, I guarantee you, the stuff that Bergvall does, the way that he causes space, the way he drops shoulder, he can go both ways. He's a bit of Madison and a bit of Kulusevski. He's got everything you need to play every position of the mid. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I thought Bergvall ran the game. I think that the kid Matty was saying that Bentancur, you kind of didn't see much of Bentancur, but that's kind of good. That's his job. Like, he's not playing as a 10, but he did run the whole of the middle of the midfield. So in the way that Ange plays, he doesn't play with 10s. Like, he plays with 2 8s. So that's why you never see, like, I watch it, and I'm kind of going, like, Kulusevski is just basically always on the right wing. Like I'm just seeing him never really pick up the ball centrally or anywhere else. But it's because of the design of how Ange wants it. He just plays with, like, 2 8s, And the thing about Bergvall is he doesn't stay in the left side 8. Bergvall kind of goes everywhere. He goes and plays. A lot of the time, Bergvall was winning the ball like 5 yards from Kulusevski. Like, where Kulusevski should be covering the ball, Bergvall was winning the ball. And so for me, it's like, I just don't think Kulusevski is... He's not a midfielder. He doesn't do anything in the midfield for me. The amount of times in a game that you will watch Kulusevski get the ball, he's got 10 yards space around him, and what happens? You just see a defender come in, bang, take the ball off him. Like, honestly, for me, even when he scores a goal, I leave games going, I honestly would just rather him get a red card or just get off the pitch so he can get his legs back. Because I feel like we have such a good player in Kulusevski, and we just haven't seen it. Like we haven't seen it for
Didn't you not see it for the fourth goal?
But like, I mean, they're dead at that point. He gets a touch. It's a beautiful finish. Like that's what I mean. He's got a moment. He's got a moment in him. But when was the last time he did anything? Can you genuinely, can anyone remember? When was the last time he did anything really creative? Like
he got an assist for Tell's goal, didn't he, in the FA Cup?
A decent cross, but like, was he creative with it? Like, if you think about Maddison, if you think about per second, what you expect when you watch Maddison, what you expect from him, right? Because he goes one way, goes the other, he drops a player on his ass.
Like his assist today.
He does all these. He does a lovely assist, dribbling through players. Apparently, Odebert's the only dribbler we've got. Like what? Like Spence was dribbling all day, Bergvall dribbling all day, Maddison dribble all day. Like they've all got a bit of something. And yet, when I think about Kule's performances, like where's his dribbles gone? Where's his holding the ball up? Where's his interlinking play? I don't see it anymore, and it's really weird. And are we going to constantly just keep saying that he's not there because of he's played so many minutes? Are we going to just keep saying that? Because I don't think he's ever going to be benched. I don't think he's ever going to get a rest. So we have to get used to this is what we've got with Kulusevski. And the thing is, last season and the season before, there was these periods through the season where there was big debates about, we've just got to let Kulusevski go. You know, he's had it every season. He's never had a season where he just goes a whole season being really good. He just has a little burst, and then we go, oh my God, he could be the best player. But then he goes away again. And it's just so weird. It's like, he might come out this season actually having like maybe top goal scorer or, have really good, a really good season for stats. But can you honestly sit there and say that he's really been that good?
Oh, over the last month or so, I'd agree. But I think
it's been about 10 games.
Yeah, but even in that 10 games, he's still doing stuff. He's still providing the odd goal and the odd assist. He's not being like, it's not like he's doing nothing. But I agree. Like, even today, I wasn't happy with him. He was having a really poor game.
And I thought Brennan Johnson, here's the thing about Brennan Johnson. I don't know about you guys, but for me, Brennan Johnson is not a winger. There's two big things that my huge takeaways from that game. And it just blows my mind when a manager can't see it and just quickly just try it for 5 minutes. Brennan Johnson is not a winger, and Tell is not a centre forward. Brennan Johnson is the guy. He has a second striker. He should be the 9 when our 9 isn't there. It's like he can tap a ball in the back of the net. He can get into the centre and tap you a 4-yard goal. So why not play him as the striker? Why do we have to watch cross after cross go into the box and there's no one there? Just have Brennan play as the 9. Tell, he's got a bit of pace. He can't hold a ball up for shit. He's not a striker.
Can Brennan hold the ball up?
Tell can't hold the ball up for shit.
I'm saying can Brennan though, but can Brennan? You're saying you want him in the 9.
Well, Brennan's a little bit stronger body-wise. He's got a little bit something about him. Brennan will probably try and go for that assist that Dane gets. Brennan probably does get that head on, whereas Tell doesn't win that. So it's look at Dane. Dane at least has been like blood into like English football and the kind of the roughness of it and just like the kind of stress that you're going to get on the pitch. I think he comes on and he just compounds Tell's bad performance. I think Dane was like way better than Tell. And it's kind of like that's why we shouldn't really blow players up before it's time, because Tell might have got 1 goal, but I haven't seen anywhere near enough. I would send him back. If this is what we've got as a player, I would send him back, because I don't think he has the profile as a winger that we need, and he's definitely not a striker. So, but
is it too early to tell that? He's only started a few games. You've got to give him
It's just when you come in like when you come in like that mid-season, you think you're gonna he's got rested legs. Like you think, go and like give it, you know. Like and it's not for a lack of trying. You can see that he is trying. It's just that he is not the player to play in those situations with the ball into feet to try spin or to hold it up. He's not that guy. He really isn't that guy.
When it comes to just talking about Brennan though, and 2 goals again today. That's what I think is 14 in all competitions, 9 in the Premier League. First start back after that injury. Do you feel like we've maybe missed him a bit more than people give it credit for? Because the guy, whatever you want to say about him, he's frustrating as hell sometimes, and he'll have stinkers. But the guy gets goals consistently.
This is what I mean. Like, for me, he is one of the best finishers in the club, and he just understands and he reads the play of getting on the end of balls, whereas like no one else really does it that well. He might be the best at getting on the end of a cutback than anyone in the club. So I always want to see him in the 9. Like I just don't along the wing and the way we play, rushing balls out to like the byline. That's asking a bit much for players like him who doesn't really have the technical ability to like do really smart stuff. Today I was really, that stuff is hard for Sonny, and it's just the nature of the play. Sonny actually did get a lot of really beautiful like little one-touch passes inside. Those are hard to do. They're hard to execute, and especially on the right side as well. You're looking for an outside of the flick inside. It's not easy stuff to do, or just hold the ball and go back.